Hey, que paso amigos, John's Moto Garage. As always, welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. If you dig the content, be sure to like and subscribe. As you can see by the title, today we're going to be doing a side-by-side comparison of the Yamaha Bolt. This is a 2015 C-Spec for Cafe Racer. You've also got your R-Spec and your base model. But we're going to be doing the comparison of the Bolt and the Harley Davidson Sportster 883. Now typically when people do their comparison, they're thinking Bolt versus Iron 883. Which one's better? I don't have an Iron 883 in the garage at the moment. It's possible I pick one up very soon, and if I do, I'll do an updated comparison on those two specifically. But this is a 2012 883, basically your base model Harley Sportster. Same engine that you have in the Iron 883. Obviously it's not all blacked out, it doesn't look close to as dope. So this comparison side by side, and then we just happen to have the Fat Bob here, and so just like my last video, I did the Fury and the Raider. What the heck, the Fat Bob's a dope bike, so we'll set it there as well as eye candy, if you will. So this isn't nitty gritty, down and dirty of the two. It's more just a side by side, taking a look at the two bikes next to each other. I think a lot of new riders see the appeal to both of these bikes. They kind of got your classic old school retro styling to them. The sporties, you got your peanut tank, especially the Iron 883. It's all darked out. I'll throw up a picture because I have owned them before, so I have ridden them. I personally think they just are really cool looking motorcycles for sure. And then the Yamaha, the Bolt, very comparable in size to that motorcycle. So definitely it's with good reason that everybody kind of compares the two to see which one's the best bike for your money. But I've ridden them somewhat extensively, and I think I would personally opt for the Yamaha Bolt. But that's if I'm looking for fun factor, smoothness, reliability, just overall enjoyment of the ride. I would go for the Bolt. Seems to be a little bit zippier, a little bit faster. This is all anecdotal, you guys. You can look up the actual specs and numbers. I think the Harley might actually have more horsepower, but weight to power ratio, I think the Bolt edges it out. But that's just my personal opinion, having ridden the two motorcycles. However, looks wise, again, this isn't the Iron 883, this is just a Sportster. The Iron 883 I think is one of the coolest looking motorcycles. It really did a great job with that classic bobber look, minimalist. I love the matte black look on those Iron 883s. But let's look into some of the other stuff on here. Let's do a comparison of the engine. So there you have the Bolt. Is it 950? I don't even remember now, you guys. But yeah, there's the engine on the Yamaha Bolt. Nice, blacked out. You got the 2-in-1 exhaust. Sorry, you guys, this one's pretty dirty. You got the R-Spec, or the C-Spec, so it comes with the shock reservoirs, Cafe Racer style. This one's got about 12,000 miles and some change. They do a great job with the retro tanks on these. And then here's the Iron 883. So classic looking engine on those. And of course, if you get, or sorry, this is a Sportster 883. If you get the Iron 883, you're gonna have the blacked out engine as well. Both of these happen to have mid controls. So you got the mid controls on both. This one's got your dual exhaust, crash bars, solo seat. But they're both pretty nice. Now seating wise, dang it, I should have brought my tripod out here, but I'm just gonna sit on them real quick. This one with the C-Spec, you got Cafe Racer style, more clip-on bars, so clearly it's gonna be a little bit less comfortable because it's more going for that sport style. But here, take a look. Here's the dash on this bike. We'll start it up real quick. Here you've got your, to start it up, this goes through the different options. What am I looking at? This one's a little more custom. You got the side mounted mirrors. You don't have the self-canceling turn signals, but you got the high and the low. Turn signals over here. The horn. Let's fire it up. It's in neutral. All right. This one's a little cold. both of them have the key right up here. So the Bolt has aftermarket exhaust, so of course it's going to sound a little bit louder. Harleys will sound just as loud, if not louder, if you get the right exhaust too. So let's go ahead and throw a leg over this. So this one feels a little bit lower, and the mid controls don't feel quite as much in the way as I did with the Bolt. I notice when I'm backing out the Bolt, I always hit my shins if I haven't ridden the bike in a while. So here you got the dash. There's a button on the back that switches through all these. You got the time, mileage, and then the two trip meters. You got your classic Harley controls. Self-canceling turn signals are nice. Here you got the high, the low, the horn. Sportster's horn is a little bit louder, I think. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Let it warm up a little bit. So obviously stock exhaust, pretty quiet on this guy. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna sit on each of the bikes and then run it around the block so you can kind of see how somebody looks on each bike and the differences. So we'll start with the Bolt. So this one, again, C-Spec Cafe Racer. You're definitely sitting more over it. It's not as comfortable. You're more hunched over like a sport bike. The difference is with your other Yamaha Bolt, you're gonna be sitting a little bit more like this. So it's more comparable to the Sportster. But we'll run this around the cul-de-sac real quick. Now we'll jump on the Sportster 883. So they both feel about the same as far as size-wise and weight. They don't feel a whole lot different. Now this Sportster definitely feels a lot lower, expanded. It's going to be a lot more comfortable for like big riders. You're going to feel more comfortable on this. The mid controls do feel a little bit more cramped though. Alright, everybody, say gracias to my friend for doing the filming. Gracias, friend. So there you guys have it, truly head-to-head on the two. Give you an idea how each looks. So again, my impressions, I kind of lean towards the Yamaha just for overall. Seems to be a smoother ride, a little bit funner ride, a little more power. Looks wise, I think the bolts look awesome. It's hard to compare with this, but the Iron 883s I personally think look a little bit better. Say hi to my little dude in his stroller back there. But those are the two bikes. Now each Sportster, they have different renditions of each Sportster too, and this one sits super low to the ground. The Iron 883, I don't know if it sits quite as low. I have videos, I've done knee drags on both of these bikes, so you can check out those videos, and hopefully I can get my hands on an Iron 883 so you can actually see a review of the Bolt versus the Iron 883, because I think that would be a good one. But that's just my overall impressions. I've ridden both bikes, and I personally lean towards the Yamaha for ride, and I think the Harley looks wise edges it out a little bit, but it all comes down to personal preference. Nowadays you're probably going to be able to have you'll probably have a little better luck getting a Yamaha Bolt for a little bit cheaper. The ones I buy are anywhere from like $3,500 up to, you know, $5,000 on the high end. That's going to be like a 2014 to 16, a little bit more if you get the newer ones. The Harleys, I've gotten a 2014 Iron 883 with like 1,000 miles for as low as $4,000, but those are few and far between. You're more likely to pay between $4,800 up to $5,500, and that's going to be for your 2014 to 2016. The newer ones around 6,000 plus seems to be what the market yields currently. So those are the options. Both very good bikes, pros and cons to each. And honestly, I think you'll be happy with either one if you're an entry-level rider getting into it, or you're just using it to zip around town. Neither are going to be awesome for super long rides, but people can and do go on longer rides with each of these bikes. All right, you guys, John's Moto Garage. Hope you enjoy. Hope this is somewhat useful. If so, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and we'll hit you guys up on the next one. Nos vemos.